Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Long Island, New York. Today we're going to talk about the beautiful moon that we see here today. It's 98.6% full. And I wanted to show you guys what incredible moon this is. But I also want to talk about a serious topic. But I'm going to wait for a couple of friends to come in and we'll start talking about this. Incredible moon tonight. I want to show you guys. Really incredible. Hinsdale girl, thank you for coming in. Maddie boy, thank you for coming in. Radar CP, thank you for coming in to this incredible moon. Angela, yes, I'm up late. Yeah. But I wanted to really talk about our good friend Duty Ron, his mother-in-law, his wife's mom, passed away tonight, and I want to send out my heartfelt condolences to Duty Ron's family, prayers, and very sad. I spoke to Ron earlier tonight, and he was telling me that his mother-in-law wasn't doing too good in the hospice, and we were praying for his mother-in-law. So I just wanted to, he's my brother, and I really wanted to let everybody know, all his friends on social media, on YouTube, and that he's family to us, Ron. So I just wanted to really wish his our condolences to our good friend Duty Ron. It's a bad night for them, and I'm really sorry. And my wife and I were praying for his mother-in-law tonight, and I feel terrible. 92 years young, as Ron would say. She was a Spitfire. God bless her. May she rest in peace. So I figured I'd do a live stream, talking about our good friend Duty Ron and his, his family and stuff. He's family to me. He's my brother. I just had to go out there on a live stream and discuss this a little further. Joe Murray's in the house. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Angela. Jolene, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. It was almost a full moon. The 12th was the full moon. Tonight is the 98.6. They call it gibbous moon. I wanted to show you guys, but yeah, not a happy night tonight. But I just thought that we would all share our thoughts and our prayers for his mother-in-law. May she rest in peace, and for his wife and his family. But yeah, I haven't gone live in a while. It's been a moment or two, so I figured I'd give an opportunity. I was going to go live anyway. I was thinking about it. Should I go live? And this was an opportunity to me to go live with you guys and show you this incredible moon that we have here, and also discuss our good friend Duty Ron, about his passing of his late mother-in-law, 92 years young. God bless her. She was a Spitfire. I'm going all this information from Ron, and I just, for my wife Kathy and I, we send our heartfelt condolences to you, Ron, and your family. We love you, and we appreciate you. Emily, it's good to see you, Emily. Great to see you, Emily. How you been? A lot of good friends here tonight, as I see. Unsolved Crimes Uncovered. This is beautiful, Joey. I'm so sorry to our dear. Yes. And you know what? I know Ron. I know Ron 6 years. We met each other live streaming. Over the course of time and years that we've live streaming on an app called Periscope, we've become really good friends. And Yes, definitely, Jolene. Let's pray. You know what, guys? Let's pray for Duty Ron. You know, not all of us are Christian, but I am Catholic, and I will say I'll do the Our Father right now. Our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, and is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. And I pray, that prayer goes out to Ron and his family. Pray for their peace. And that's it. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Unsolved Crimes and Matty Boy Sully and Debbie McCabe. What's wrong with Ron? No, Debbie, nothing's wrong with Ron. His mother-in-law, his wife's mom, passed away tonight, 92 years old. And Susan, thank you, Susan. Thank you. You know, guys, how I feel about Ron. You know, he's my brother. Like I said, we met each other 6 years ago doing something called Periscope, a live streaming app. And, you know, he does so much good for so many people. At least we could do is, you know, wish him our heartfelt condolences to his family. And, you know, I just felt like I had to do this, like I always done. Yes, healing and prayers for the family. That's right, Debbie. Exactly. So we are a family of live streamers. We're a family of supporters. And I think it's important that we all, as many people as Ron has consoled over time, right? Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe, I appreciate that. And you're awesome too, Joe. You and Angela, both of you guys. Kathy, thank you for coming in. So yeah, I know it's off topic, and I put down, you know, about this glorious moon that we have in the sky, but you know, I just thought it was an opportunity to talk about our good brother Ron, who's helped so many people unconditionally. You know, victims and victims' families and everything. Ron has always gave back so many times to the community, not just on YouTube, but through Periscope, and he's just given so much love to all of us, and I'm proud to call him a brother, a friend. So I've always done this, you know, he's done it for me so many times, right? I lost my dad. He live streamed, told the world about may he rest in peace, my dad, who's gone about 6 months now, but I think of him every day. And you know, we just stick together, right? You know, at times of need, we stick together as one family. You know, we have our immediate family, and then we have our family on live streaming or YouTube or Twitter Live or whatever it is. But we all stick together. We support each other. We help each other out. And I think that's important just for humanity, to help one another, give back to our communities and our friends and our family and our neighbors. You know, I always look out for, you know, for everybody. And Ron does the same thing unconditionally. He does that. And, you know, look, I could have put down on this, I'm so grateful that I made friends through you and Duty Ron, so many wonderful people. Thank you, Susan. We feel the same way. We definitely feel the same way. Absolutely. Unsolved crimes, we will. We will see them one day. Absolutely. This is just, you know, on the planet Earth, this is just one stepping stone, right? Hey, Josh. Thanks for coming, brother. Thank you, Josh. You know, I'm showing this beautiful moon, but really it's not a beautiful night, you know. Our good friend, brother, Duty Ron. Yes, Emily, right? We all start. Emily goes back with me and Ron from Periscope. Yes. We all know each other, and again, I could just go on and on. I could tell you so many different stories, so many instances, you know, where Ron has given himself so many times, you know, to so many people, you know. Ron has jumped on a plane and went visit a good friend of ours from Florida who passed away, and supported him and his family. I could tell you so many good stories I could tell you, but that's near here or there. I remember when you two met on Periscope. Yes, Emily, you remember that? Ron used to, he'd be working a job and he'd be sitting in his car and he'd just having conversation, just having good old times with us, right? We had good times. And I thought Ron had so many good, being a retired detective, NYPD detective, I thought he had so much more to give, right? Yeah, he's such a good man. Much respect to Ron, absolutely. And I dragged Ron to YouTube. I thought because Periscope at that time was going away, and I didn't want to waste, knowledge and shared knowledge. And I said, Ron, I think you should really go to YouTube. It's the next best thing. And you know what? You could do true crime. You could do so many, all the, giving back to the community. You could still do that, and you could do it on this place called YouTube. And I'm so happy that I inspired Ron to do that because, it was such an honor just to be a part of his community. Of course, I've been live streaming for a long time too, but again, I haven't done it in so long, but it doesn't matter. I'm always a live streamer no matter what. And you guys are great and awesome. And Radar, thank you. Dear Lord, wrap Duty Ron and his family in your love. Give them peace in knowing that your child, his mother-in-law, now is with you. Help heal their hurting hearts as they gather together as a family. Radar, that is so beautiful. Thank you. Michelle, Hinsdale Grove. Amen. That's amazing. Amen to that. Beautiful, beautiful. And wow. So here we are tonight. It's actually very comfortable and beautiful here in New York. I'm in Long Island, New York now. I'm not in New York City. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 71, somewhere in there. It's crisp. The sky is crystal clear. The moon is very bright. And actually, if you look in your upper left-hand corner, you could see Jupiter. You see that bright star? All the way to the left of your screen, you could see the planet Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy. Yes, thank you, guys. Yeah, so I think of, I just think of all of us here, really. Any one of you guys, if I knew one of your family members, passed away, deceased, I'd do a live stream too, because you know what? We're all one family, we here. We're a big family here on social media, and we're just about humanity. And it's all about giving back. And, what I want you guys to do, I know Ron put it up and he posted on his channel about his mother-in-law passing away. Send Ron a lot of love. Send some beautiful messages, as these messages you're coming across right now. Send him some beautiful messages, of comfort. And because he needs us now, as we all need him at so many times. I'm so honored to be a part of this family. Thank you, Jolene. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I can't see Jupiter. All I see is a dot. Yeah, that's the dot on the screen, Emily. You see that dot all the way upper left-hand corner? That's Jupiter. That's Jupiter. And Joe Murray, I must say, you are, you're just like us. We're humanitarians. We give back. We care about humanity. We care about people, and if we could help them, we will. We go out of our way for people, and that's what it's about. Because in life is so short on this planet Earth. We can't forget about giving back to our communities, helping our friends, strangers in the street. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's where, I did a little, weekend getaway during the week. My wife and I. And, a couple of people came up to me asking for, one guy was hungry. He was starving. He was inside the casino, and he says, "I'm hungry. Could you get me something?" I don't know. That's a test. My wife says, "Well, what do you think?" I says, "What do I think? I think I'm going to go get him a muffin or something for breakfast." And that's what I did. Did I think he was for real? Well, I can't tell. Maybe that's a test from God. Seeing if I'm true to his people. And that's what I did. Northern New York is chilly 55 tonight. Hubby and I are out in the country looking up at the sky, catching the meteor shower. You know something? Wait, hold on. Who's that? Radar. Now, you live upstate New York, right? So you get no light pollution at all. Now, here in Long Island, we don't really get too much. The skies are crystal clear, but we still have a little bit of light pollution. But it's really beautiful, though. I love the line Al Pacino said in the movie Devil's Advocate. "I'm a fan of mankind. I love helping people." Amen to that, Joe Murray. Amen to that. Yes. Oh, Michelle, Mrs. is doing well. She's downstairs watching television right now, relaxing. Oh, you always have to do good by others. Always. Unsolved crimes. Growing up in New York City, back in the 80s, in the 70s and 80s, you had a lot of people that would just beg for dollars and cigarettes and food, and, just never knew, if it's the real thing. Most of the time it wasn't. People begging in the street just to get over. And that could, and you see that, and I've seen this with my own eyes. I've seen people literally, begging on a corner, walking, limping, and then the next thing you know, they're in a Mercedes Benz. I've seen that with my own eyes, and that really disappointed me. And for many, many years, I wouldn't give a penny. I wouldn't give anything. I wouldn't give. Because I never trusted anybody. Emily from Mod. Let's see. Emily from Mod. Emily, you want to be a moderator for me? You got to behave. Let's see. How do I do that? Okay, Emily, I got to do that later on. I can't do it right now because I'm on Prism. Hi, Joey. Just watching from the UK. Sadly, just got the sad message about Duty Run's mother-in-law, Phyllis. Yes, Kim. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I know it's early morning across the pond. What time is it? It's probably, I don't know, what time is it? 12? It's about 6 o'clock in the morning by you. Yeah. Yeah, Emily, I'll make you a moderator, Emily, but I can't do it from here because I'm on a Prism app through YouTube. But we could call it Northern instead of Upstate. Yes, I'm sorry. I know, because, living in the 5 boroughs of New York City, we always say, oh, it's Upstate New York. Northern Upstate, right, Northern instead of Upstate, because we're as far north as you can get. Before you're in Canada, a lot of people think upstate is Syracuse, and there's nothing further than that. Listen, New York is a huge, huge state. Huge. Right now, if I jumped in my car and I went to Montreal, it would take probably straight 9-hour drive from Long Island. Probably 9 hours. Yeah, it's a big state. Pennsylvania is another big state. Thank you, Unsolved. Thank you. Cheryl, good morning, Cheryl. Yes, we're sorry about Duty Ron's mother-in-law. Yes, Cheryl F. Thank you. Yeah, I had to do that. I had to. You know, like I was saying earlier in my conversation, I said, you know, Ron be the first one, you know. When my dad passed away, my mother-in-law passed away, he always mentioned it, spoke about it. And, you know, we just need to support our friend. Did you forget I kill all the bots and scare them and trolls off? Yeah, no, that was Periscope, Emily. I remember. 9 hours or so, right, Matty boy? Yeah, about 9 hours. You know, I did that trip, let's see, a long time ago. Joey, yes, do not normally get up this early. Believe God prompted me. Wow. Yeah, Kim, it's early morning in the UK. Yes. Yeah, I know it's late here. I didn't check the time before I went live. But I had a friend over and they just left a little while ago. And I was thinking of Ron. Reminds me of visiting clients at Danmore, I think. God, Angela accompanied me on that trip up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's far, man. Joe, that is far. Yep. Those are long trips. I mean, you could take, you know, there's other ways to go without driving, right? You could take an Amtrak or you could fly to Albany. But still, by the time you get to the airport, it's a pain. Yeah, Kathy loves animals. Well, I love dogs too. My babies, I got my two dogs, my two Maltese, male and female. One is rolled up in bed right now, and the other one is laying with my son. She's like a toy Maltese. Her name is Nina, and the boy is Luca, like the cartoon, like the Italian cartoon Luca. Yeah, he just turned 2 years old, Luca, and the female, the little toy, she's 4 years old. Yeah. So yeah, you could see. Let me see if I could zoom in on the moon a little bit. What do you think? Yeah, it's too bright. Very bright. But let's see. Let me move a little bit. But you could see The Dog is a funny film released this year. Yeah, check it out, Josh. Check it out there, Luca. I saw that with my granddaughter. She loved it. So right there you see is the planet Jupiter, right there. Now, if I was back in Brooklyn, there is no way. Oh, Unsolved Crimes, you have a Maltese too? Awesome. She's a little ginger. Yes, yes, Kathy. If I was still in Brooklyn, there was no way I could show you Jupiter this clear. No way. Let me zoom in. Could I zoom in more? Yeah, now it's just like a dot. It's just a dot. Yeah, look at Jupiter, man. Let me zoom back out. And we'll go right to the moon. Right there. Yeah, it's too bright. The moon is very bright. I spent a few summers with friends in Yonkers as teenagers. When they took me into the city, it scared the out of me. It made me appreciate all of our beautiful trees and nature here in New York. It's just a different way of life, you know. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little scenario, all right? I'll tell you about it. So I was in the Tropicana Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey, right? My brother was with us too. And he made reservations to Carmine's. It's an Italian restaurant, Carmine's. So we're sitting down, we're eating, and his friend that he grew up with met him out in Atlantic City. He had a job out in the Ocean Club. He's a big-time DJ. He had a gig at the Ocean Club, which is the old Revel in Atlantic City. Long story short, so he's with his wife, and I know them a long time. That's my brother's best friend. They're DJs and entertainers. They do work. And my brother started talking about, you know, how he moved to New Jersey, and you know how beautiful it is, and every time he comes visits his mom in Brooklyn, you know, it's like it's really filthy and dirty, and he, you know, he just went off on a tangent, my brother. And this girl, this woman I should say, was so insulted. And I actually felt bad, and I was kicking my brother under the table like, Vin, don't say that, man. Come on. We grew up in Brooklyn, man. We love Brooklyn. He goes, no, but Joe, it's the truth. It got so like dirty and filthy, and the crime is rampant, and that you can't even go on a train or a subway anymore. It's really bad, and you know, and she was really insulted. Hell, hey, Cecilia, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to my broadcast here. You know, I'm showing the moon, but our good friend Duty Ron, I was talking about heartfelt condolences to his mother-in-law, 92 years old. You know, we love Duty Ron. We wanted to talk about it a little bit, so I went live. But let me get back to the other story. So we were talking about, you know, my brother was like bad-mouthing the old neighborhood, and the crime that's rampant in New York City, and the mayor, you know, for a guy, Eric Adams, who was an NYPD captain. I mean, you know, he really should know better on how to police, but he's not doing the right job. He's not doing the right thing, and it's, you know, so many police officers, you know, they're retiring early. There was something like 2,000. Joe Murray, you probably can contest to this. I don't know if you heard this, but there was something like 2,000 police officers in the last, I don't know, the last round of retirees. I mean, the department is just dwindling. You know, it's sad. You know, because of what's going on. Anyway, so she, you know, she was very insulted, and she's like, "Well, you know, I'm tired of hearing the same conversation. All my, you know, my friends and family members say the same thing. They talk about, you know, badmouth Brooklyn, and you know, it's not right. I still live there, and this and that." And, you know, my brother apologized to her. I believe it's the year to the day. Yes, Joe Murray, 2,000 people, 2,000 officers. Come on. You know, people that didn't want to retire, they're not even retiring when they're supposed to. They're leaving earlier. You know, 20 years in, you out? No, they're leaving in the 13th year, in the 15th year. They're losing a lot of money by doing that. Well, what they're doing is they're leaving. They're quitting or retiring early, and they're moving away. They're going to other departments. Like out here in, you know, I'm out in Suffolk County, Long Island. There's two counties of Long Island. There's Nassau County and there's Suffolk County. Two great departments, you know. But, you know, it's just different in the 5 boroughs. It's a different world out here. Criminals aren't afraid of being in jail anymore. Of course not. And the reason why is because the city council, they just screwed everything up. They were concerned about, you know, perps that were, they couldn't make bail, and, you know, nobody gets bail. It's up to the jurisdiction. It's not even up to the jurisdiction of the judge anymore. Joe Murray's an attorney, a criminal defense attorney. He could tell you. It's not up to the judge anymore. He has to follow a guideline, you know, and that guideline, you know, unless you're committing literal murder, you're not, you know, so in other words, you could probably do a home invasion and be out on the street. I don't know. I'm Joe. I'm just saying this guy. I don't know. You probably get away with a home invasion and be out on the street in 2 days or a day, as long as it's not violent. Look, at the end of the day, what do people want in life, right? They want peace, harmony, and crime-ridden streets. Doesn't matter you live in a city or a suburb. You want peace. You want to be able to walk out your door, walk down the street. Now, of course, there's going to be crime anywhere, right? But at least people people had respect back then. People had fear of police officers, fear of the law, fear of going to prison or jail. Today, it's not like that. Today, it doesn't matter. You know, the criminal's going, ha, 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 what are you going to do to me? I'm going to get out anyway. That's what it basically is. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's like a vacation. Yes, Joe Murray, it's the anti-police culture, correct. Look, I could go into a whole topic, scenario, the whole thing right now. Look, we understand what happened, a year ago. We understand. We understand that there are good, great police officers who do their job diligently each and every day. They sacrifice their life. When they sign that dotted line, that paper, that, in the police academy, and I will include firemen too in the fire department, FDNY, NYPD. These people give their lives. Look, and you got to wake up every single morning. There's not a cop out there who wakes up every morning and goes, oh yeah, let me holster my weapon and let me go see if I can kill somebody. Listen, that's not how it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. There's a lot of wives and girlfriends that worry every morning that their husband and boyfriend is going out to the next precinct. Are they going to come back alive? And that is the dead-on truth. It's not easy to do that job. Joe, we also need freedom. Our government are trying to dominate. Oh, Kim, don't even get me started. Yes, Joe, we need bail reform. The old system was terrible, but the fix was worse. Correct, Joe. 100%. It was already amended once since 2020, but it needs further adjusting, not to be repealed. Yes, Joe, I agree with that. It needs to be adjusted. Again, it's got to be tinkered and tinkered to get it just right. Look, at the end of the day, right? Like I said, we need laws for the average American people that are out there. Not just American people, people in Europe too. Listen, what do we want? We want peace, tranquility. We want to be able to walk out our door without getting hit on the top of our head, robbed, mugged, raped. We don't need that. We don't need that. We want peace and harmony. That's what we want. And I got to tell you the truth. Part of the reason that my wife and I left New York City, now we're in Long Island now, was, first of all, we had to sell the house that my wife grew up in. Mom and dad passed away. Family members, wanted, it was part of the will. It gets distributed. Okay, great. Part of the reason was that we wanted to go in a more urban, no, not urban, more, suburbia type of situation. A little more affluent, where, I'm paying a lot of money here, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I live in a, it's not easy. Long Island's expensive. Plain and simple. There's crime here. There is definitely crime in Long Island. No question about it. But it's different. There's a little bit more respect for police officers. The laws are a little bit different over here. It's New York State, not New York City. Joe Murray, you could attest to this. It's just a lot different out in Suffolk and Nassau. There's crime out here, though, guys. There is. So we wanted our granddaughter, right, to experience a backyard, fenced-in backyard, beautiful, breathe the fresh, clean air. That's basically what it is. Want the white picket fence. The Eighth Amendment ensures our protection against excessive bail, but like much in the law, it should be based upon the reasonableness standard. Judges need more discretion, but guided discretion. See, I learn something new every day. No, excellent. Yeah, you learn something new every day. Yep. No question about it. Yeah, let me give you a little thing here. So, back in the 70s and 80s in New York City, it was bad. It was a lot of drugs. There was a lot of drugs, a lot of craziness that was going, especially in the Bronx. The Bronx, you ever heard the term, the Bronx is burning? A lot of it, there was economic demises. People were burning their homes for insurance so they can get the money from the insurance. There's a lot of craziness that was going on. If you look at the 1978 or 77 World Series, the Yankees were playing against the Dodgers. Howard Cosell, which used to be a national sports commentator, turned around and said, "Hey Joeybklyn, the local team made the Little League World Series." "Oh really? Who, Angela? Tell me." I missed the Yankees tonight and Mets. I missed them. I don't even know if they won, they lost, I don't know. But anyway, Howard Cosell turned around and say, the first thing he said was, in the background, the cameras were looking out towards the outfield above the stadium, and there was fires going on during the World Series in October. There was literal fires. And he said, "The Bronx is burning." I'll never forget that. I was a young kid. Oh, Massapequa, look at that. Wow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Great. I got to look into that. I love Little League. I played ball. Oh boy, since the time I was 4 years old. T-ball, then Little League, high school ball. Thank you. I am happy for Jupiter too much with the stuff. Wonderful. Covering. I love you, Joey. Oh, thank you, Unsolved Crimes. Thank you. Oh, you're talking to Emily. Okay, talking to Emily. Emily, how did you know that? You're a Dodger fan, aren't you? You're from California. You're a Dodger fan. Oh, the West Coast, we don't know. Now, I'm going to look, after I leave you guys, I'm gonna look into that. Oh, congratulations, Kathy. Yeah, Happy Land Fire in 1990. Yes, Joe. I'm 54 years old. I remember that. I was young, though. Yeah, I remember that. Speaking... Oh, you're a Dodger fan. Awesome. So, yeah, my dad worked for New York City Housing Authority, the projects. And as a young kid, sometimes on the weekends, he used to take me with him. And back then, I don't know how they did it, but they allowed it. My father always took me when he had an opportunity. And you know what? My father never sheltered me from the public. Never. He took me in the best of neighborhoods and the worst of neighborhoods. And he also taught me what it is to respect people of all diverse cultural identities. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, didn't matter. My dad introduced me to all that at a young age. He did. And I'll never forget one thing. Okay, so here it is. He's on vacation, my dad, and he has to drive up to East Harlem because he worked in East River houses. I'll never forget, on 103rd and 1st Avenue. And here I am, a young kid, and he parks the car in the lot, and he tells me, "Hey, Ken." "What's up, Ken Rock?" "Hey, Ken, good to see you, my brother. Welcome to the broadcast." And I'll never forget, oh, Ty Cobb was your favorite. Okay, cool. And I was like scared because there was a lot of people out there drinking in the street and, in the project and everything. And I'm like, "Dad, I'm afraid. I was about 8 years old, 8 or 9. You know what my father told me? Nothing to be afraid of, he said. He said, "These are my people. And let me tell you something. They gave so much love to my dad. Vinny, who's this? This is little Vinny." And my name is Joe. It's not little Vinny. They put their arms around me, those people in the projects. So I'm just so grateful that my father exposed me to all different cultures. And you know what? Growing up, my father taught me that people are people, no matter what color or race you are or whatever. Good people are good people. And to this day, that's exactly how I stand by myself. And I teach my children that too. Mets lost 2-1. Ah. Oh, New Orleans. Yeah, Joe. Oh, Christy G. Coffee, not tea. Thank you for coming in. New sub. Thank you, Jesse. Welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome. Oh, don't be sorry. Coffee, not tea. You know, Chrissy, I like coffee too. I prefer coffee too. I must have had 3 espressos tonight. Yes, Kim. We're all God's creation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unsolved crimes, 100%. 100%. That's why I welcome all of you to my broadcast. So anybody who is new, believe me, I need to be sorry, LOL. I'm in your chat a lot. You're gonna have to get used to it and learn how to figure out all this series typo. Chrissy, let me tell you something about myself. I am the worst. I have more typos. And a lot of my friends in here right now, and your friend too, you know, I go to my good friend Duty Ron's channel. If you're not subscribed to my good friend Duty Ron, subscribe to his channel. And also subscribe to our good friend Joe Murray, allegedly guilty. He's a criminal defense attorney, also a retired NYPD police officer. Subscribe to his channel. But I'm their moderators, okay, and sometimes, you know, I type a lot. Plenty of typos on my part. I can't even spell anymore. Oh, Emily. Did I forget the Hello Kitty stuff? Emily, where's Dave in Osaka tonight? Where's our good friend Dave in Osaka from Japan? And guys, that's another man you must subscribe to. Dave, my good friend from Japan, and Duty Ron's good friend too, from Japan, Dave in Osaka. My mentor actually taught me how to live stream the way it's supposed to be done. This ain't really live streaming. This is just having a conversation with you guys. But if you want to go check out some good broadcasts of mine, I have a whole library filled. You could watch my trips to Little Italy and Chinatown, and you know, I grew up there when I was younger. You know, a lot of holiday stuff, Christmas, Halloween, all that kind of stuff. And I've walked around with my granddaughter. You'll love it. And there you go. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. You know, it's I learned so much from Periscope. Joshua, yes, you remember the good old days, right, Josh? The good old days. You know, we always like say, well, Periscope this and Periscope that. Agreed. They should have done more. Twitter should have done a lot more, spent a lot more money on Periscope with all this troll nonsense, and it never affected me. Yeah, I know he's in Osaka, Emily, but he should be here. He should be here hanging out with us right now. My good friend Dave. Oh, thank you. Isn't that radar? Isn't that cool? Chrissy's coffee, not tea. Right, Matty boy? All the time. I mean, I'm typing something, and it's really hilarious. Sometimes you could type something that's in, you know, it just comes out the wrong way. You know, just comes totally out of the wrong way. It's okay, Chrissy. No problem. No problem. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, we had some great times on Periscope. That is Twitter Live. Anyone who don't know what Periscope is, that's Twitter Live. You know, Periscope was one of the first, not the first, but one, probably the second first, right, Josh? Live streaming application. I love Dave. I helped him get where he's at. Almost stopped streaming. I saved him from that mistake, and now he gets to see awesome content. Yeah, Emily. All right, let's talk about Dave in Osaka for a minute. And we can't forget, now we're talking about different live streamers here. So Dave, again, he's a Canadian expat who lives in Japan. He teaches in the university in Japan, English to Japanese, Japanese to English. He's a world traveler, basically. He's actually been to many exotic places around the world. And believe it or not, he's like one of the first people to live stream in North Korea. Joey, I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to lately? What I've been up to lately. I just bought a house about 4 months ago, and I'm doing a lot of work to the house. So it's really, and then I watch my granddaughter because everybody works. I'm retired, so you know I'm a babysitter, so it's really hard to live stream. But I do miss live streaming, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do, because I enjoy your company. And a lot of times I'm lazy, right? So I'm always in our good friend Duty Ron's channel, right? You know, and I'm moderating for him. And, you know, I get so entranced because, you know, our good friend Duty Ron, he's got such great professional people that come on. And Joe Murray, our favorite criminal defense attorney, you know, he likes breaking your chops, but he loves you, Ron. Ron loves you. You and Ange. You are awesome. You know, you give a great perspective from an attorney's perspective and a criminal defense perspective. And of course, you got Ed Wallace. Guy's a you know, a genius, a guru. You know, a really, you know, Inspector Gadget type of guy. I mean, an investigator, real forensic. Really interesting stuff, and you know, no problem, Joe. It's the truth. And of course, you had, you know, Bill Cannon from Police Off the Cuff. Bill's a great, you know, retired guy. Then you got Richella and Pete Pranzo. You know, talking about heroes in the police department here. We're talking about here. Guy's got 2 combat crosses and I don't know, so many commendations. But, you know, these are true crime fighters, guys. These are heroes, in my eyes, anyway. Dave's Hello Kitty bullet train scope. He made them just for me. Yeah, Emily. I remember that. He does such a... Yeah, Dave in Osaka is amazing, man. I haven't spoken to him. You know, I usually speak to him privately, too. I haven't speak to Dave in probably a month. We call each other. Oh, Unsolved Crime. They're amazing. And I met Ed Wallace too. We were at the Gabby Petito Foundation golf outing that they raised money for the foundation. I met Ed's a great guy, man. Really great guy. Great conversation with him. I know you do, Emily. I know you do. I know you do. It's all about love, right, Emily? Yeah. Look at that moon. So guys, if anyone is new to my broadcast, let me just give you a little background on myself. And replay viewers that are probably going to watch for about 3 minutes and they're going to say that's enough. But yeah, my name is Joey. That's my handle, Joeybklyn, right? So I've been live streaming for about 6 years now. Not every day. I used to do it every day on a place called Periscope. Then I joined over to YouTube and love it. And my dear friend Duty Ron, you know, I pulled him over here. He had a very successful channel. And I'm just tickled to death for him. And, you know, and we can't forget one other. We got a good friend. A lot of people came over, you know, from Periscope. Pete, our good friend Pete from Florida, probably has the best sunrises, you know, with his voice, his incredible voice. He's got a really good voice and a very smooth, relaxing voice. Our good friend Pete, Florida Pete, you could subscribe to his YouTube channel. He hasn't been live streaming too much either. You know, a lot of good people, they just drop off. But unfortunately, you know, it's, you know, people move on. You know, times change or whatever. Look, I haven't live streamed in a while too, but I'm glad to, you know, bring you some type of content here. But I'm really here mainly, guys, is to see you next time, Joey. Take care, everyone. Michelle, thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. You know, for our good friend Duty Ron, who lost his mother-in-law 92 years young. May she rest in peace. I'm here for that. I wanted to spread the love to our good friend Duty Ron. You know, have a conversation about him and his mother-in-law. He's such a good woman. I'm just, you know, I'm so sad. And but just do me a favor, guys. Who go over to Duty Ron's channel and go under his post. Please send him a heartfelt message, you know, of love and everything. He needs that right now, and his wife needs that. We love Ron. He does so many wonderful things for the community. Let's do that for him. Yeah, right? I wish I could circulate sympathy e-card to send to Ron and Janine. Maybe we just send Janine, send flowers and sign everyone's name. And yeah, that's good. Well, I got to tell you guys, I will, yeah, absolutely. I will get in touch with Ron, and I'm probably going to go to find out where the wake is or whatever the situation is. And I always send Ron something nice. Yeah, members only. Right, Angela. Yes. 100%. Yes. Definitely, yeah. Well, he's got a Discord group, guys, if you want to go to... Josh, if you put up the link for... I don't know if you hear, Josh. Put up the link for Ron's Discord group, or Angela. You know, and then you could privately message Ron there, or go to dutyron.com and you could send Ron a private message if you'd like. Yeah, you're a Brooklyn boy too, Matty boy. Yeah, I'll never... Look, yeah, I moved out to Long Island and everything. It's beautiful. You know, it's great. It's, you know, summer's going by really fast. You know, I'm enjoying the pool. You know, I did that 4th of July thing with the fireworks. That was a lot of fun. But, yeah, his website, Josh. Let me just say, Josh here, his producer. Thank you, Josh, putting up the link. Thank you very much for that. Josh did Duty Ron's website. Amazing. I actually have a website too, and Josh did my website too. The link is in my Instagram. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, Emily. Oh, Ron's mom, yes, when Ron's mom passed away, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I did a live stream too with that, and I went to the funeral. I was there. Me and Kathy went, my wife. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, Josh, guys, if you don't know, Josher is Ron's producer. And he does such an incredible work for Ron. And for so many others too. I mean, but he does a lot for Duty Ron. And you do such a wonderful job, Josh. You don't get enough credit, I must say. You do a really good job. Really, really do. I really mean that. Yes, unsolved crime. I know you're telling Kim, yeah. And here's a little secret too. Angela, that's in the chat. That is Joe. That is our Joe Murray's better half. She did Ron's introduction video that we all love, man. I love that. Angela did such a great job with that too. Love that intro and outro. Radar. Really, really amazing, isn't it? Yep. You know, I just say this, that is not easy to do that. To live streaming is not easy. Not easy. But here's the difference, right? So when you're a police officer, right? A detective, a regular police officer, you must be outgoing. You must speak to people. That's part of your job, is to interact with society. You have to interact. And being a police officer, you interview people. And doing that for many, many years, you get accustomed doing that. Right, Joe? Joe Murray, you're still there. And you know, Joe, you became an attorney after. It was a lot easier to do trial for you, right? When you did trial and when you represented yourself in your own case, because as a police officer, this is your expertise. This is what you do. You interview people, and that's part of the process, and it makes it easier. And being a live streamer, right? Ron is great at doing this. Even Ed, all of you guys, you too, Joe. You're interviewing people. And the questions and everything is very smooth. Yeah, you're right. Very interesting people. Yeah. Very important. And that's not easy to do, to interview people. That's not easy. Not easy. When I first started live streaming, it was just like, I was just a very shy person. I wouldn't never show my face on camera. I was very I didn't know how to do it, but it gets easier as you do it. I feed off of the questions in the chat. That's part of it. You got to know your content. It's a little bit different. Ron does more of a podcast kind of scenario, right? But when you live stream like a museum or let me think of it. A museum, a walk through the park, going into certain ethnic towns like I do Little Italy. You need to have that expertise. You need to be conversation, because remember, nobody's answering you back. Joe, Mike Cologne, he's one of the, listen, he's a young dude. But he's going play, absolutely. That's another guy. Guys, subscribe to Mike Cologne. What's his, please forgive me. You can put his link in my chat. Mike Cologne is great. A young, very intelligent, sharp, way above his years and his age. And this is no break on because he's a young guy. But let me tell you something. He has no fear. He is well prepared. He'd make a great attorney, Mike. Or journalist. Make a great attorney. We could all say we knew him when. Yeah, Joe. Very true. I'm friends with him on Twitter and everything. We talk back. He's a big sports fan too. He does great interviews. He deserves a lot. A lot. Mike Cologne deserves a lot more subscribers than what he gets. Really. No doubt about it. No doubt. Oh, you saw him tonight, Maddie? He was on? Thank you, Angela, for the... subscribe, guys. He's great. He's really great. I don't join as much as I used to, but, Mike is really good. MC Audio, that's it. Yeah, he's good. Young guy, but very well versed. He's educated, well versed. I mean, he was raised, and let me just say this, and I give him all the credit in the world, but his parents did a heck of a job with him. A lot of respect. A lot of respect. Just very well prepared. Chief Pfeiffer tonight. You know, Joe, I gotta check that replay out. Yeah, let me tell you, if you guys not only, interested in law enforcement and true crime and all, but what Mike does, let me tell you what Mike does. Hey Doc, good to see you. Prayers go out. This is for Duty Ron's 92-year-old mother-in-law. So I want to do a live stream and talk about that too, guys. I don't want to, please like Joey's stream tonight, guys. It helps with the algorithm, flagging the content as relevant. Thank you so much, Unsolved Crimes. I appreciate it. It don't matter if there's, look, I'm going to be honest, guys. There's 11 people here right now. There was about 18 people earlier. That's fine with me. And I got to tell you the truth. Where there's 11 or 1,100 people, doesn't matter to me. Don't make a difference. I got 2,000 subscribers. Listen, that's fine and dandy. One thing I will tell you, I learned a lot about YouTube. I learned a lot from Duty Ron. I learned a lot from other people. It's all about consistency. And it's also has a lot to do with how your thumbnail is, the hashtags in your title. Listen, Josh here could tell you. Josh knows exactly. We all became students of YouTube. But again, my issue is not doing it the right way. My issue is not live streaming enough to go further. You understand? I'm not consistent. If I did it every single night, just doing this, I'd have a lot more subscribers. I would. And I would probably monetize too. But it's okay. I don't, I'm fine with it. I'm just fine the way it is. Yeah, it's a passion, learning so much. 100%, Josh. I'm fine with it. Look, I've had as many as, my biggest live streaming live that I ever done was probably the dedicated Gabby Petito dedicated sunset I did looking over New York Harbor. When the sky opened up, it looked like the clouds were angels' wings and, just amazing. And I had a flood of people. A flood. I mean, it was tragic, Gabby Petito. It was just a tragic story. Tragedy. And, it's one of those things that will always be with me. I got to, from Ron doing his thing and everything, and I got to meet Nicole Schmidt in person. And I got to tell her, not only that my condolences and I'm sorry, but I told her, I says, please do me a favor. I'm a live streamer like Duty Ron is. I said, Ron, send her the link to Nicole Schmidt. And I know she watched it. I told her to watch my live stream. Not for the amount of people that were there, just the pouring of love that people were for the sunset that I did. It had to be done. And I'm glad I did it for her. May she rest in peace. Yeah, police off the cuff too, absolutely. Angela, put, I don't know if you did already, allegedly guilty too. I know, Joe, you've been very busy catching up with a lot of cases due to COVID. I get all that. But we also do need you to come back one day. Come back to your channel. Guys, subscribe to Allegedly Guilty. Put in the link. Anyway, gotta go bye-bye. Loves you. Oh, thank you, Emily. Emily, love you too. See you soon, Emily. Have a great evening. Okay, I'm going to go too, guys. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining my broadcast. It's an hour and 5 minutes already that I'm live. Perhaps an upload premiere on Allegedly Guilty. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right, Josh? I want to say good night to everybody. And I especially want to send my love and respect to my brother and our good friend, Duty Ron, for his passing of his mother-in-law tonight. And I pray that our good friend Duty Ron and his wife are consoled with peace. And I pray for that too. So guys, I love all of you. All due respect to each and every one of you. I will see you soon. Thank you, Joe Murray. Thank you, Unsolved Crimes. Angela, of course. Joshua, Doc Zeksky, Emily Hunt, of course. Who is in here tonight? Michelle. There's so many. Let's see. Radar and Unsolved Crime. Did I miss? Who else I miss? Matty Boy Sully, of course. How can I? Kim. And a bunch of others. Thank you for joining me, guys, tonight. I appreciate it. And all my replay viewers that are coming to watch this replay, please go over to Duty Ron's channel, go into his Discord group, go into his chat, and just send my good friend Duty Ron, good thoughts, prayers for his family tonight. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. I love all of you. Yous are awesome, and I'll see you soon. Good night from Long Island, New York. I usually say good night from New York City. Good night, guys. See you soon. Ciao for now.